Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. I'd like to call the meeting to order and would entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
I'd make a motion to approve the consent agenda with one change, and that would be to take item 9C and move it to the consent agenda and set public hearing for January 23rd.
Second.
Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Tonight we have a proclamation, City of Council Bluffs, Iowa, Office of the Mayor. Whereas Police Survivors, Inc., otherwise known as COPS, partnering organizations united in support of law enforcement officers nationwide to promote a National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. In light of recent negativity directed towards law enforcement nationally, there is a need to show law enforcement officers that our citizens recognize the difficult and sometimes impossible career they have chosen in public service to us all. And whereas each day, 780,000 police officers across our country, 113 locally, pin their badge on and go to work knowing that they may face extreme, dangerous situations. What the public does not see is the toll law enforcement takes to keep our communities safe. On average, between 105 and 203 officers die in the line of duty each year. 50,000 officers are assaulted in the line of duty each year, and 14,000 officers are injured in the line of duty each year. And whereas being a law enforcement officer truly is a calling, you must be professional, courteous, caring, and yet be ready to protect the public at all times. You must be prepared to make life and death decisions in a moment's notice, and you are subject to an amazing amount of abuse at times, but have to view this abuse as just part of your job. You do not have the liberty to express your emotions during many situations, and law enforcement officers play an integral part in our society. Without law enforcement officers, chaos would reign. Have you ever thought about what you would do if you were in trouble, either from a car accident, a home invasion, an assault, and you did not have someone to call for help? No matter how much abuse law enforcement takes, they continue to do their job and they do it well. They are the guardians of our way of life, and they deserve our support. Whereas each day we turn to our officers and civilians of the Council Bluffs Police Department when crisis arises, and we have no one else to turn to, and they always rise to the occasion. They are there for us, and this is an opportunity and a time to show our law enforcement officers that we, the citizens of Council Bluffs, recognize the difficult and sometimes impossible career they have chosen in public service to us all. For all these reasons and for so much more, we would like to say thank you for everything our officers and civilian employees in the police department do every day to make our city a safe place to live. Therefore, I, Matt Walsh, Mayor of the City of Council Bluffs, do hereby proclaim January 9, 2017 as National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day in the City of Council Bluffs, Iowa. And in doing so, our citizens can show their support for law enforcement in a number of ways, such as see a police officer and thank that police officer, send a card of support to our police department, share a positive story about law enforcement experience on social media, or ask children in our community to write letters of support for law enforcement. In witness thereof, with a seal of the City of Council Bluffs, Iowa, I do hereby proclaim the 9th day of January in the year 2017 as Law Enforcement Day in Council Bluffs. So thank you very much to our officers in blue.
We have an officer that could.
Do you want to accept it for the department and deliver it tomorrow? We'll get you doing double duty tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do. We appreciate it very much.
Information.
All right, tonight we have two public hearings. If you wish to address the council, step forward to the podium, give your name and address for the public record. This time and place for a public hearing is advertised on the matter of Resolution 17-07. This resolution authorizes the disposal of city properties legally described as Lot 5, except for the west 7 feet of Block B, Curtis and Ramsey Edition, and Lot 4, Block 1, Evans Bridge Edition. Is proof of publication on file.
It is on file.
Have any written protests been received?
None received.
Is there anyone wishing to speak to the council in regards to this matter? What is the pleasure of the council?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. This time and place for a public hearing is advertised on the matter of Resolution 17-08. Resolution granting final plat approval of a 3-lot commercial subdivision to be known as Swami Kasar Subdivision, Replat 1 being a replat of lots 1 through 3, Swami Kasar Subdivision. Is proof of publication on file.
It is on file.
Have any written protests been received?
None received.
Is there anyone wishing to speak to the council in regards to this matter? What is the council's pleasure?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Madam Clerk?
Ordinance on first consideration, ordinance 6283, amending ordinance numbers 4852 and 6250, providing that general property tax levied and collected each year on all property located with the amended West Broadway urban renewal area in the city of Council Bluffs, County of Potawatomi, State of Iowa, by and for the benefit of the state of Iowa, city of Council Bluffs, County of Potawatomi, Council Bluffs Community School District, and other taxing districts, be paid to a special fund for a payment of principal and interest on loans, monies advanced to, and indebtedness, including bonds issued or to be issued, incurred by the city in connection with the amended West Broadway urban renewal area.
Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Resolutions. Resolution 17-09. Resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute a RISE agreement by and between the city of Council Bluffs and the Iowa Department of Transportation for a grant award of $957,374 for the construction of South 19th Street and the reconstruction of portions of Gifford Road South.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Is there discussion? Excuse me. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Resolution 17-10, authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute Iowa Department of Transportation Agreement Number 2016-16-184 in connection with the North 28th Street Storm Sewer Rehab Project, Phase 1.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Is there discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Applications for permits and cancellations, item 10A and B inclusive.
Motion to approve 10A and B inclusive.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And Madam Clerk, any citizens requesting to be heard?
None.
Anyone in the audience wishing to address the council?
Bruce Kelly, 864 Mackenzie Avenue. Well, the year ended, and I see you guys had a few battles and stuff, and some battle scars, and I hope this year is better, getting along and everything else, and get things straightened out. And like I said, I've been coming up here for over 2 years about this trail deal over, and it's something that if we're going to look into, that the Parks Department should be talking to the state, because this isn't a thing that's going to happen overnight. We're talking probably, even after you first mention it to the state, you're looking at probably 2 to 5 years before they'd even think about doing this process of putting that trail in. And right now, I noticed that the trail is coming east, because in our new section where we've put our new intersection, it mentioned the trail going on up east that way, so it'd be nice to finish this one section, just not because of a bike trail, because I'm not a big bike deal, but the safety of the public in the street. That's what my main concern is, and the reason is that I have almost hit people there. That's why I started coming to this.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Anyone from the council?
I just want to take an opportunity. My family had the need of the fire department twice last week for their paramedics, and I just would like the public to know how caring, professional, and respectful they were, and how deeply grateful I am that we have such an amazing team that takes care of families in their greatest time of need. So,
I'd like to take a moment and remember the passing of our finance director, Dan Jordet. He, as some folks know, he passed away from cancer a week and a half or so ago, I believe. And he had gone back home to where he's from, Minnesota, but he worked literally to the last day he could on behalf of the people of Council Bluffs. And so I'd ask that we might take a moment of silence to remember Dan and all the work he provided to our city.
Well said.
Again, like to more thoughts and prayers for everybody affected down in Fort Lauderdale, and then especially the family that was affected here in Council Bluffs. So if you could keep them in your thoughts and prayers, it'd be great.
All right, well, the year hadn't started out the best, but as Bruce says, we're moving forward and hope for great things in 2017. Thank you, and have a great week. We're adjourned.
Bill did know that fellow.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, you can get the protection you need from the bank you trust.
The only thing more important than knowing your money is safe is the assurance that your identity has protection. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.